Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Yerrick and welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 here on the Welcome and Frankenmuth map. And we are in our Animals Only challenge. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And also don't forget to leave comments down below. Now we've got our tractor rolling our grass field over here. And then we are alright, that's where we are. Okay. Just seeing where we are, we can go pick up some more straw. Or pick up some straw. Let's go ahead and get right here. We're just going to go around and pick up straw until we have to empty our tractor here. But I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a great day. Now, just a reminder on this challenge here. Let's lower down our pickup. And start picking up some straw. On our challenge, we can only make money off of animal products. And that's it. Now, if there are productions that that we can utilize other products from, like say sugar, things like that, the only way we can do that is to buy them. We have to buy any products that require sugar, or now we can do honey because bees are animals, technically. So we can put down honey and be able to do that, but any other production that requires like sugar or things like that, like I think it takes sugar to make chocolate, we'll have to buy sugar to put in our dairy to make chocolate. But other than that, it's all animal products. Now, we do have goats and chickens already. We have $21,000. We will be putting down as many productions as we can. As far as what we can use, I know there's an ice cream factory that we can utilize. We will also have to purchase the strawberries for that because we can't have greenhouses because it's animals only. And purchasing something for input doesn't go against animals only because it's still using animal products. Like, for instance, the ice cream factory takes milk and eggs and honey to make the ice cream. So it's still using animal products. We'll just have to purchase like sugar and strawberries for that production. But we're nowhere near having that in, so we'll just kind of go how we can there. But we won't be getting those kind of productions anytime soon anyway. The first production we will be getting is a dairy. So we'll be using our eggs for just to make money right now. But we're about halfway done with our wheat field. So looks like he's just about halfway. Getting a lot more wheat off this field than I originally thought we would. Of course, this is a really big field. This is a 4X map, which is why I chose it. I've never played on a 4X map before, and so it's going to be slow going getting started, but This wheat field, I think, will produce enough wheat for us because this was only 22% yield, and we're already, I don't know, 40 to 60,000 wheat in, and he'll be full here pretty soon with another load. Now we're just gonna keep driving the tractor here to pick up straw until he gets full, and then we'll swap trailers and go empty out the wheat, put it in our silo, and he is 80% full. But this is going to be an interesting challenge. We can only do chickens, cows, goats, and bees. Um, and we may actually put down our first of our beehives here, and a couple of beehives and a pallet spawn for those. But again, you know, only animal products and productions that use animal products. Now that doesn't include, like, we're not going to have anything that requires more than one or two inputs, like sugar and strawberries for that ice cream plant, which, like I said, we're nowhere near getting. But it will be one thing we have to purchase. Sugar will be used for both of them, I think, and then the strawberries will be used for one. So it's two inputs for two productions. So we're not going to buy any productions that require us to purchase everything except for like milk, or everything except for eggs. We're not going to purchase just gobs and gobs of materials. Um, Mainly because it's not realistic for us to just purchase everything. But I mean, we could put down a greenhouse for the strawberries and just turn strawberries on and only use strawberries for that production. And that's something we'll think about here in a little, you know, in the future. All right, let's go grab our trailer and get him emptied. Then we'll come back and pick up more straw. Um, but anyway, this is going to be an interesting and fun series for me. I hope y'all enjoy it, because this is a new one for me. So, doing just animals and animal products for productions and things like that. Let's go get him emptied. And we'll just leave the trailer in the field now that he's made some progress on it. And we just keep swapping trailers. Now, once we get through with this initial harvest for the wheat here, and get this field replanted and all that, it will be faster progressing through the months, because all we'll have after that is grass. To do, and we'll have 3 months before our grass is ready to cut, and we'll bale some of it, and the rest of it we'll put into our production, our fermenting silo that also makes TMR. Amazing mod. Not sure who the mod author is, but it's on ModHub. Um, Hope that y'all can use that mod for yourselves. It is a really good mod. But anyway, that'll be once we get through this month, which hopefully we will get pretty close to being done in this month in this episode. Um, Once he gets through harvesting the field, we'll have to fertilize it and plant it. And actually, let's look at I think we're going to have to lime it too. Let's go ahead and look at composition. Yeah, it's definitely going to need limed. It's going to need rolling, and it's going to need fertilized. So, yeah. But that will all get done in time. We have to finish picking up our straw and harvesting the wheat field. So that's what we're doing. Our other field is over here, and it doesn't. It oh, it does need lime. Okay, and fertilizing again. So we will have to take care of all that too. So we still have a lot of work to do here in this month, but it will be well, like I said, once we get out of this month, it will uh, it will go faster for a few months until we get to, I guess, November, when we'll be cutting the grass, and we will replant wheat in this field, and it may, it'll be, next year sometime when we harvest wheat again. So the months will go by a lot faster, and hopefully the money will start coming in so we can put more stuff down. Now, I do plan on buying a dairy first so we can actually start using our goat milk to produce other products. But then the next order of business will be buying that plot of land that's over by our goat and chicken farm there. Um, that will be used to put down cow barns. Um, like I said, I did use an unrealistic forage wagon here, or loading wagon, whatever you want to call it. It does hold 200 and something thousand liters. I think 200,000 liters, something like that. It is a little unrealistic, but it will save us a lot of time of driving back and forth. As you can see, this field is huge, and if we had just a 50,000, this would already be our third round. Um, so it's going to save us a bunch of driving time back and forth. But I hope that you're going to enjoy this series. I hope that y'all enjoy the channel, and I do want to thank everybody again for getting me to 100 subscribers in about 3 months' time. I'm very impressed and very pleased and thankful for that. I love you guys, and this is why I do it. I do this to entertain y'all. I know I'm not the funniest person out there, but I'm enjoying making the content, and I hope that y'all continue to enjoy it. But anyway, so once we get done with all of this stuff in this month, like I said, it will progress a lot faster. Now, this episode and next episode will be us reworking our fields, getting them ready to go again. The grass field, we've got to fertilize and lime. This field will have to do all of it: fertilize, lime, plant, or fertilize, lime, plow, plant. But like I said, the only crop we're allowed to grow is wheat, because we're not doing horses, we're not doing pigs. So any land we purchase is most likely just going to be used to put more animal buildings and productions down on. And our end goal for this is to produce a huge animal farm, obviously, but also I think we're going to set our goal at 20 million. To have 20 million in our account once we get. Now, I will say this: when I say it's going to be a huge animal farm, we are going to have at least 6 chicken houses, at least 6 goat enclosures, and at least 6 cow barns. And 3 of those will be water buffalo. 3 of them will be Holsteins, and we may actually do more water buffalo. Maybe do 6 water buffalo and 3 Holsteins, so maybe 9 Cowborns altogether. Um, Now we're going to be using the Cowborns that hold 70 cows. Um, Now we will get us a TMR mixer. Um, we won't be using it to mix TMR. We'll be using it to transport TMR and put it into the actual um, cow barns, because we'll have to drive in there and drop off the food. Um, and the TMR mixer, I think, will be the easiest way to do that. Because I don't think those are good. Tipper trailers are not going to be really friendly for that particular Cowborn that we're going to be using rather. So this thing must hold like 250,000 liters. But anyway, so our next order of business will be to purchase a dairy and then a plot of land to start putting cows down. So we've got a long way to go. But we will be able to, like I said, we probably will put down some beehives in this episode before we move on to the next video, just to start producing honey. Probably let the honey stack for a little while. We're not going to sell it. It doesn't really sell for a whole lot per pallet anyway. And there is, like I said, there is a production that I want to incorporate. It's an ice cream factory. It makes strawberry and chocolate ice cream, and I do want to incorporate that in at some point, and we'll probably just let the honey stack up for a while. I will get the big honey spawn point. We have, let's see if we can make it to the end of this row. Alright, he is done with the rolling, so we need to swap over to that after we'll go drop this trailer off and get the straw put into our silo. Let's go ahead and cut that off. Get it dropped off, and we'll go empty our harvester again. Like I said, it will be a slow go for a little while, just to get the farm up and running. But I think once we get into being able to purchase more land, this farm will start taking off pretty quick. But we will, like I said, we got a ways to go for that. Let's go ahead and dump this. Let's that empty while we go empty our harvester. We'll get our roller switched over to lime spreading, and then I'm gonna have to empty this trailer. Now we may not pick up the straw every time that we do the wheat field. It really just depends on how fast we're going through the straw for TMR. Now this isn't going to hold the whole load, but it will get most of it, and he's getting close to being through here. So but yeah, that field in front of us there will be the one we purchased to put our cows on, and whatever else we want to put on it. But a lot of cow barn, and we may end up having more. I'm really not sure how fast the milk will produce in those cow barns, so we may end up having 20 or 30 cow barns when it's over with. But we are basically making a dairy and chicken farm. Like I said, the bees and the honey we will utilize as well, but we won't be selling the honey. We will be saving that for that ice cream production whenever we can get it in, which, we have to get cows and milk going first. So let's go ahead and jump in our other tractor. Let's get this folded up. So the field is rolled. And like I said, eventually we will be buying these fields surrounding our grass field and making a bigger grass field, because we will need a lot. And we may end up getting another silo to make TMR with, because once we get multiple cow barns in, we're going to need huge production for TMR, and we will need lots of grass. So that will be. Let's go ahead and get him hooked up to our lime spreader. Get him going on that. I believe I already filled it up with lime, but if not, we'll fill it. Now, it really, as far as the bees go, it depends on how much lime and fertilizer we're going to know. I have not filled this up with lime, so we got to go do that. So that wasn't too bad, $4,000 for lime. Now, liming this field here is, we may not have enough to even lime and fertilize the wheat field, but starting out, we'll just have to do what we can. But the grass, we do want to make sure we get the best yield we can off of it. So let's go ahead and get him set up here. Doesn't look like he finished rolling this field, but that's okay. I didn't notice it. We're not going to worry about it. So let's get him going. Alright, let's drop that trailer off. Start picking up some more straw. We won't be doing any forestry or anything like that in this this map, which this map has a lot of forestry area. You can see all the trees there. There's quite a few different places. If you're interested in using this map for forestry, it is a good map for it. It has quite a few little forestry areas. Some of them with bigger trees than others, but again, there is a lot of things you could do here with wood. But we will not be doing it. Like I said, animals only challenge. Like I said, we can only grow wheat and grass. That's the only two crops we can plant and grow. So any fields we purchase, unless we need another wheat field, any fields we purchase will be turned into either a animal pen slash production area, or it will be alright, let's go ahead and get to the end of this row, and then we will go get our other trailer. But at least we should get the straw picked up and get this field started on getting it repurposed. And then next episode we should be able to finish that up and move on to the next month. Like I said, we can do contracts to make money, but like I said, we can only do 3 contracts, and we can only do 3 contracts that are non-harvesting, and then or 1 harvesting contract, because the contracts on this map are very, very expensive. Like, you get a lot of money for doing them. So we will look at doing that probably to keep us going. At least we'll do probably 1 contract. To try to make us some money, and that money off of that contract will allow us to do another contract. Probably going to do 3 fertilizing contracts. Alright, he's full. Let's back this up just a hair. Let's go get our other trailer. And he is just about through, so maybe the last time we have to unload, because if the harvester doesn't get full, then we can just bring the harvester over here and dump it into the now I'm probably going to get rid of this shed and get a drive-through shed. I was going to try to keep this one, but we can't really afford anything right now. That'll be later. I prefer drive-through sheds over the conventional sheds, just because I'm not as good at backing things up and it takes forever. It's easier just to pull in, hook up to something, and then drive it back through to park it. So that's probably what we will do. I don't know, we may have to empty this guy again. We'll pull this truck over to the side, our trailer over to the side, and leave it here until the harvester gets through, and then probably just see how it goes. But we will get the harvest done today, and most of the straw picked up, if not all of it. And then once he gets through liming that field and fertilizing it, we'll see if we can do a contract maybe, so we can afford to lime and fertilize this field. So I don't know if he'll finish or not without us having to unload him again, but hopefully he will. And we can just continue picking up straw if he does. If not, we'll have to unload him again, but probably going to have well over 500,000 liters of straw off this field, which is insane. And I don't even know how much wheat. We'll figure that out whenever we move on. When we get done harvesting the field, we'll see how much wheat we have in our silo. And we've already put 20,000 liters worth of wheat into the chicken houses, or chicken house. Wonder how our liming is getting done over there. It looks pretty well. Looks like he will get through harvesting. Let's jump over to... Yeah, he should be able to get the rest of that in there. Alright, did he get the whole fill lined? It looks like it. Let's go ahead and go drop this off. Get our fertilizer spreader. Park this back in the shed for now because we'll be needing it again. Yeah, that almost took a whole thing of lime, just that field there, so I can, yeah, it's going to take several loads of lime to finish liming that field, the wheat field. But we're going to go ahead and fertilize this field, and then we'll refill on fertilizer, and then we will do a contract so we can afford to lime and fertilize our wheat field. Once we fill this up, we're going to be pretty low on money. Fill it up with gas while we're doing it. Alright, he's blocked by the trailer. We'll take care of that here in a second. Started. We'll just go ahead and finish harvesting the field ourselves so we can get around the trailer. Let's go ahead and set this guy up. Let's just stop the worker here. Alright. That is our field harvested. Let's go ahead and cut that off. And we'll just go ahead and dump this into the silo. Get him parked, and then we'll finish picking up our straw. And then when he gets done fertilizing that field, we will refill him with fertilizer and send him off on a contract. Harvester out of the way over here. Just pull him in right here by our silo. Should be good enough. Alright, so alright. Looks like he is done, so let's go ahead and go into contracts here. We're going to pick up a fertilizing contract. Field 11 is right beside us, so let's see, 13. Okay, that's that field right there. So let's go ahead and accept that. Let's get over to him, and we'll get to field 13, which is right here, and we should have enough fertilizer for it, but if not, we're not that far away. So let's just get him to this field here real quick. Let him do that. Let's go ahead and dump this because we're not going to be able to get all of that picked up. Let's go ahead and fold this up. Right. Alright, we got 3 more rows of straw to pick up, and then we can start plowing this field. But that will be next episode. Like I said, we'll get the straw picked up and get that contract done. And when he gets done with that contract, we'll refill him with fertilizer and put him on another one, so we can make a little bit of money for operating expenses, because it's going to be expensive planting this field and getting it fertilized and limed and rolled and all that stuff. I can't imagine how many loads of lime it will take to do this field, but we are going to hopefully have enough. After doing the 3 fertilizing contracts, we should have more than enough to lime and fertilize this field. So we will probably get this tractor starting on the plowing, and then we'll lime and fertilize, then lime the field, and then we'll plant it. So we can have this field growing more wheat for us. Well, if we plow, then fertilize, then lime, then that will be enough for the game to recognize that there was a different thing. If you lime before you plant with a planter, if you fertilize before you plant with a planter that has the fertilizer in it, it will it will not put down the second application of fertilizer, so you have to have a step in between. So that's why we will plow, then fertilize, then lime, and then we'll plant, and that should give us our second stage of fertilizer that we'll need to fully have the field fertilized. So, but we will use the fertilizing contracts to be able to fund that, and then also that'll leave us some money to put down some bees. Like to get about 5 or 6 beehives down, and then a pallet spawn. Um, and we're gonna put the beehives in our front yard. So for now, we will be scattering beehives all over the place, um, on our area wherever we can fit things that's not going to block us off from anything else. We will probably slap beehives down. Um, but we're almost done here, and we are gonna before we move on to picking up our grass, we will put the silage additive in the tank. There was no need in doing that until we can cut the grass, so we'll save a little bit of money there. For now, but we will be putting the silage additive in here for picking up the grass, because we need that little boost. But if we ever do need another wheat field, we'll probably just buy this one that's next to us here, and then I'm not going to worry about combining them together, because obviously there's just a little bit of spot there that's, and it'll just make it easier just to keep it like it is. It's not going to give us that much more wheat, and honestly, I don't think we're going to need a second wheat field for quite a while. We might need one eventually, but let's go ahead and cut that off. Let's go drop this trailer off, come back and get our wheat trailer. Looks like he is about 76% done with that field. Yeah, should be finishing it up here pretty soon. That'll give us a little bit more income. Then we can do him on another contract after we get our wheat trailer off the field. We can start plowing. Just going to take a while, but like I said, we'll do that off on the next episode. We're just going to empty this, go ahead and drop it off. Alright, let's go pick up our grain trailer, drop the wheat off in the silo, and that'll be our video. And then we'll come back and we'll be getting this field ready, which is going to take a while. But we will also be doing other contracts during that time. So, because it will take him quite a while to plow this field, and then we've got to, like I said, fertilize it, then lime it, then plant it. So, alright. But once we get this field fully limed and fertilized and all that, and planted and rolled and all that, I mean, the yield on this field should be 3 times greater than what it was this time. So I don't even have an idea of how much more wheat we will get. Because like I said, the yield bonus on it was only 22% when we purchased it. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's check our silo and see how much wheat we actually ended up with. 141,000 liters. So that is 7 times we can fill the one chicken house. So yeah, I think we're going to be good. Alright, let's get our plow. which is right here. Go ahead and get him started, and then we will end our video. Well, I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is Rock, and I hope y'all have enjoyed the episode. And if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. And all that stuff for you is free, and that'll help me and the channel grow. And I do appreciate everybody supporting me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.